today. I'm going to read you the story, I Love You Forever, written by Robert Munsch. And now there's a couple things I'm going to tell you about this. First, I love Robert Munsch. Robert Munsch has written so many books. Most of them are super duper funny, and I'll read you some of those another time. He writes books about socks that were so smelly that they killed anybody who sniffed them. He writes books about a girl who's so lovable that she gets kissed by all the animals and has big old moose slobber on her and bear slobber. They're really funny, but this one's not funny, it's sweet. And just a touch weird. And I'll show you when it gets to the weird parts. We'll start with the sweet parts and get to the weird parts. You guys ready for this?
Yes.
All right, written in 1987, the year I graduated high school, and Mrs. Larkham graduated that year too. Not Mrs., you didn't graduate in 87, did you, Mrs. Olson? What year did you graduate high school? Really? Not 87, right?
88.
88. So Mrs. Olson
87.
is very, very young compared to Mrs. Larkham and me, because we graduated in 87. She's 88. Okay, this is called I'll Love You Forever. A mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang. I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Will you try and sing that with me?
Yeah.
Goes like this. I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Isn't that sweet? Well, the baby grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old, and you know what 2-year-olds are like.
Oh, yeah,
right?
my brother.
Oh, they're crazy. He ran all around the house, and he pulled all the books off the shelves, and he pulled all the food out of the refrigerator. And he took his mother's watch and flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes his mother would say, "That kid is driving me crazy." But, look at that. Do you guys see the cat?
Yeah.
Look for the cat. The cat's on every page. Now, at nighttime, even when he was a crazy 2-year-old, at nighttime, when that 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door to his room. She crawled across the floor. She looked up over the side of his bed. He was really asleep. She picked him up and rocked him back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. That's just how every mama feels about their baby.
Or my mom always, where's the cat?
Well, that little boy grew. And he grew, and he grew, and he grew, and he grew until he was 9 years old. Oh my goodness. And he never wanted to come inside. He always wanted to play out. Even when she called him for dinner, he didn't want to come in. He never wanted to take a bath. And when Grandma visited the house, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. Look at the mess he made in his mama's kitchen.
That's messy. He's a teenager.
Not yet, you just wait.
He's 9.
But here's the thing, even when that boy was 9, at nighttime, when he was asleep, well, the mother would quietly open the door to his room, quietly crawl across the floor, and look up over the side of his bed. And if he was really asleep, she'd pick up that 9-year-old boy, and she'd rock him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Well, that boy grew, and he grew, and he grew, and he grew until he was a teenager. Oh,
Now he's
Well, he had strange new friends and he wore strange clothes and he listened to strange music and sometimes his mother felt like she lived in a zoo.
Holy cow.
But late at night, when that teenager was asleep, the mother opened the door to his room, crawled across his floor, and looked up over the side of his bed. And if that teenager was really asleep, she picked that great big boy up and put him in her lap and rocked him back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Okay, now people, here's where it gets weird. Remember I told you it starts sweet and then it gets a little weird?
Yeah.
I get all this because I'm a mama and my boy's a teenager and I still like to pick him up and rock him. He won't usually let me, but if I could, I would. I get that. Here's where things get a little creepy. The teenager grew up, right? Like all kids do.
Yeah.
He grew and he grew and he grew and he grew until he was a grown-up man. What do grown-up men do? Left home, got himself his own house, right? Sometimes on dark nights, the mother got into her car and drove across town.
What?
You guys, what's on the roof of the car? Okay, just wait. And here's what she did. If all the lights were out in her son's house, in her grown son's house, she would open up his bedroom window. She would put the ladder, she put the ladder, crawled up, opened up his bedroom window, climbed into his window, and then she would pick that great big man up, put him in her lap, and rock him back and forth. There are a couple things here. First of all, that man is a heavy sleeper that he didn't wake up. Second, what if he woke up and found a stranger in his house and didn't realize it was his mother?
You call the police.
At best. Now, here's what she sang when she rocked her great big man son. She said, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Okay, now it gets sweet again. No, he is a baby. Here's the deal. You know how I call you babies sometimes?
Yeah.
Once you're a mama, your baby's always your baby. Isn't that right, mamas?
Yeah.
Your baby's always. Mrs. Larkham's 3 kids are all grown up, and they're still her babies. You're always going to be our babies. Now, here's where it gets sweet again. Well, and here's where I cry sometimes. I'm going to try not to today. I'm going to try really hard, but it's hard. Well, that mother, she got older, and she got older and older and older. Uh-oh. And one day she called her son and said, "You'd better come see me because I'm very old and sick." Her son came to see her, and when he came in the door, she tried to sing the song. She sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always." But she couldn't finish because she was too old and sick. That son went to his mother and he picked her up. And he rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he sang this song. "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always." Listen. "As long as I'm living, my mommy you'll be." Isn't that a sweet switcheroo? Well, when the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs.
The cat.
Then he went into the room where his very new baby daughter slept. He picked her up in his arms and very slowly, I'm getting goosebumps, and very slowly rocked her back and forth, back and forth. you think he